Whoopity hoo, and how do you do? Welcome back to Cami B Comics. I'm your host, Cami, bringing you more amazing tips, tricks, and the know-how for comic book making. We are in our second part of our new series on kickstarting your comic book. Yay! So last week we talked about why crowdfunding and why Kickstarter, and I think our main takeaways were: number one, we are crowdfunding so that we don't have to pay out of pocket to have our comics made. We're not paying our own money. Now, if you want to do that, be my guest, that's fine. Our second one was why the platform we chose, and Kickstarter has a very high success rate and it's really well known, and all the friends are doing it, so let's join them. So what is next is let's kind of get started. Let's get ready to make our Kickstarter campaign amazing. I'm sorry for the lighting. I'm trying a new phone stand, and this one doesn't have a light, but it is sturdier. So now I need a light for this one, or I go back to the old one. It doesn't really matter. Those details don't matter. What does matter, these tips. Handy dandy notebook. Okay, so if you are a beginner artist / writer, let's make sure you got that social media presence. This is something that's gonna keep popping up as we go through this series, and mainly for your social media presence is how you're gonna get your backers and supporters. So you can't just say, I saw your video, I'm gonna do it for nothing. I wish you the best of luck. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but if you have a social media presence, you will have a higher success rate, and there are other things you can do for that, but that would be in probably maybe part 3. We'll see. Yes. So next is, let's get into it. So you're doing this campaign. You're ready to go. You're gonna go to Kickstarter. You're gonna say, all right, I got my page and launch the comic. Start. No. What we'll be doing is starting out with creating a header. You want an eye-catching header image showing people what your comic is about. Maybe give a little title synopsis, and then you got to have your tagline, and to really get past the click, so that way they can lead on to funding. Then you need to have that comic like 50% done, because if you don't have your comic 50% done, then how long do fans have to wait after supporting the comic to get the comic made? If you are an artist yourself doing it. Now, if you are, okay, I'm hiring somebody to do the art for me, then that's where we get into our financial piece, which will be another part somewhere else. But ultimately, 50% done, faster turnaround time to get that comic made, ready to go to your fans. The hardest part of the job, the actual work. So of course, I mentioned really quickly or briefly your Kickstarter header image. It's like the visual ad that anybody's gonna see anytime they go to your campaign page. This thing's gotta be beautiful, okay, or as nice as possible so people know what they're getting into. Give them a little detail, little background of this story. And as now in my mind, I think, here's Puck and Cat, and is it good enough? I don't know. You tell me. Vote below. Would you read this comic? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna make it anyways. I've been saying I'm gonna make it, so this is the time to make it. Okay. Also, you're gonna have 4 to 5 pages of your comic made. This is really helpful for showing like a preview or a trailer that we can use for lots of things. Those pages are going to be great for promoting your comic. You can do breakdown videos, have people want to, it's the trailer of your comic. Do the first 4 or 5 pages. Don't give your whole plot away in the 5 pages, but giving your readers and your fans enough information of your story to say, ooh, I want more. How does this end? And we can also do those things for like our promotional video that you want to have somewhere on your campaign or use to promote your comic. Those are really important. Next, you also want to have character designs. For me, I love a comic campaign when it has character designs or a little bio of the characters, knowing who they are, a bit about them. Get me invested in the story, because some campaigns you look at and it's like, okay, I'm reading about it, but I'm I'm coming in. If you're coming in like the second issue, you should know by now, but then sometimes they don't let you know who it is, and then you're confused and it's like, I'm gonna scroll on past. So I think it's really important that you take the time, get all of that work done, and then you're ready for you're closer to being ready for your campaign page. Next important tidbit of information to have before you're ready to click launch or save or pre-launch or set your launch date. You want to have, are you ready? You with me? You want to have your funds. Calculate all of your funds. That's where we were talking about paying your artist, paying your editor, paying any advertising fees, anything that is going to cost to make the comic book a reality. We're going to want to put money back into your pockets. So we can go through a whole price breakdown, but the main components are paying your people back, paying for the comic to be printed, paying for shipping, and most importantly, the era of the broke artist is over, so pay yourself and pay for any other little freebies that you want to add in there. So if you're going to do sticker bundles, if you're going to do like a bonus, something, add that, all that price in there, and that's your funding goal. And I think these are the basics that will help you, hopefully, fingers crossed, have us, not just you, but me too, have a successful campaign. So my personal breakdown, I'm not 50% completed with fucking Cat. I know. The shame, the agony, the horror, but I hope that I can get to 50%. So Puck and Cat issue 1 is 10 pages long. Sorry, 20 pages. Because it's like the standard comic book format. So if you're done with the Kickstarter tips, like that's the end of the video. This is kind of like a ramble tangent. I'll just like 2-3 minutes of your time so I can get this off my chest, because you're here, I'm here, let's talk. Okay, so you've got your pages completed. I'm not done yet. I'm not at the 50% mark. Technically, I'm even further behind than I was because I formatted my files incorrectly. My files are formatted for screen viewing because Pug and Cat was supposed to be a webcomic. If you saw on TikTok, you saw, okay? Made a boo-boo. So I've got to go back, redraw those pages. So I'm on the fence about like having night coffee for the next couple of days. And I could have had a day off of work, but you know what I did? It's like, I gotta get this money so I can buy things and pay bills, but that's adult stuff. We're not here for that. We're here about comics. So Pug and Cat, I'm not at 50% yet. So I have to listen to my own advice. Get to 50%, then we're ready. I have the social media presence. My followers has been growing exponentially and I love it. I'm like out of, in a lot of platforms, I'm out of the hundreds. I wouldn't say 200s because here on YouTube we're still in the 200s, and that's nice. It's okay. I love you. I love every single one of 203/4 of you, because it's like somebody follows and then they leave and they follow and they leave. So we got to make some more content. So I'm hoping to post more art videos and all that jazz. So I'm not 50% done. I do have the social media following, but I'm not talking about my comic enough. And that's where I'm like falling short. And I think I talk about it a lot on TikTok, but on other platforms. So get ready. We're about to talk about Pug and Cat more. So that way, as soon as I get closer to it, let me go ahead and go into pre-launch. And then they'll push back my launch date, because people are waiting on Pug and Cat, because I'm like, I'm making another comic. And have you made the comic yet? It's December. Have you made the comic yet? January. Have you made the comic yet? And now we're going to be in February. And we have goals, baby. We got goals. So get the goals done. Make the comic. And then my images. So technically, I have my header. And I've got 4 pages done. Now, I could go ahead and do the 5th page. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do page 5 and have all the pages. And then it's all about building campaigns. And I don't know if I've done an actual video. I have to go through my own set of stuff, but I've been looking at other campaigns. I've been taking notes. Like, this is an AP calculus level 400 class on how to have the perfect campaign. You know, I got the book. Okay. So what we will be doing is we're gonna make this thing great, and the comic is coming, and I hope that in the future you get the first one out the way, then you can do another one and another one, and then before you know it, you're making comics in your sleep, and we can make changes and grow as we go. So that's it. We are now ready to dive into making comics. I think I could go on more with tips and ideas and things to do. I think next we'll go over like a better example of price breakdown, because I've seen campaigns that fail and they don't get funded, and I've seen campaigns get fully funded in a day. So what is your funding goal next time, and how do you set it? Stay tuned, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.